What do you think about the people that actually just write what they don't live? Heads drop that trash. Do you remember that absolute trash?
Oh, with Finnegan?
Yeah. That
To it though.
I was dead.
Of course, it wouldn't be like, yeah, chef my man,
Splash that down.
and then 2 months later, I'm there with the chef and blood all over me. Like, people have done dirt, 10% dirt, but because it's entertainment, that 10% is going to multiply to a clean 40-50%.
We're looking at him now like, he's kind of fell off, but he's real though, isn't it? Because he's real in the industry, but what's that worth when I'm not even listening to him no more? I want to be in and amongst the mix, you know what I'm saying? Like in the conversation, I want people to be mentioning, oh, what Chunks, what my jammer, and what Canton there.
Early in the morning,
We're in there still.
Yeah, fuck it. Yo, listen. What's going on, people? It's your boy Cam, Topical Juice, and I'm with one of my oldest brothers, one of my closest dogs. Please introduce yourself to the people, then.
Yo, it's NewStyless. I think I featured on there before, but I'm back for round 2, man.
The thing is, every single time you feature in a group setting, so now it's like a one-on-one vibe, you know. So then we got a little JD in the Jake, you know what I'm saying? So we're getting a little sippy with the video. So sippy. As you can see from the title, we're going to be talking about the industry. Is the industry fake? Now, what kind of stemmed this discussion was ZZ Mill's interview with Lowski, some of the things he was talking about. And I thought, you know what? Me and my boy, we're always free, we're creatives, he's a musician, we're going to talk about that in a second, but who else better to talk on a topic like that than with my bro NewStyless, man, my bro NewStyless. So, listen, tell the people a bit about what you got going on right now, innit? Because, you know what I'm saying, man's got something in the works.
Yeah, man. Right now, I've got my EP, second EP coming out called Trap Feel 66.
Come on.
Or Trap Feel 66. Crazy music. It's just music from the heart, man. Like, it's real music. Like, it's like, that's what I'm aiming to do, and trying to make like real music. I'm influenced by bare different shit, so you lot just check it out, man.
When's the EP dropping, bro?
EP's dropping on the 18th of December.
Jeez!
That's an exclusive. I even put that on my own socials. Yeah,
I don't even know when I'm dropping this yet, but that's
a TJ exclusive.
TJ exclusive, right here. You heard it first.
You know what I'm saying? So 18th, like, tune in, like.
I'm ready for that. Trust me. Hey, one day you'll see a Topical Juice feature on there, man. You're done already. Feel me?
Nah, hundo. Man said one day.
Around the corner still. It's lucky here.
It's in the pipeline. You got a couple still.
So yeah, make sure you hit up NewStyless on the socials. His socials are going to be in the description. Make sure you hit up Trap Feel 66. I'm gonna call it 60. Trap Feel 66. I'm gonna call it.
I've really decided.
66. Trap Feel 66 seems to ring a bit.
It rings a bit. It kind of rings, isn't it?
6.
It's like saying 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's a 66.
Trap Feel 66. Like you don't say Route 66, bro. You know what I'm saying? Trust me. Make sure you hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new. Oh, yeah, we are so close to 10,000 subscribers. At this rate,
it's kind of mad still,
bro. At this rate, it could happen before 2021. It can happen halfway through December.
It's certainly happening before 2021, like,
bro.
Like, oh
gosh.
Like, if you see what's going on, bro,
there's a lot going on.
There's still more to come. Christmas period, people are like,
bro,
yeah, it's going crazy.
I'm trying to join. Me and you were trying to join the industry. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get involved in what we're about to talk about. You know what I'm saying? I want to be in and amongst the mix, you know what I'm saying? Like in the conversation, I want people to be mentioning, oh, what Chunks, what my jammer, and what Canton there.
Yeah, that's a trajectory still.
That's a trajectory, man. That's a trajectory. But anyway, let's get into this video. So, as you can see from the title, we're going to be looking at the industry. And is the industry fake? Like in terms of what people stand for, the people in the industry, the artists, the producers, the record labels, all of that. You know, which I haven't got a plan of this video. We're just kind of winging it and see how it goes. So, touching on what Lowski said, yeah, just if you haven't seen what Lowski said, if you even know who Lowski is, Lowski's obviously a UK artist, and he had an interview with ZZ Mills, and basically in this interview he said some things about the industry, about even himself. He was saying things that he's a character. Lowski himself is a character. He doesn't live and breathe Lowski all day, every day. It's a character, and he has to live up to that because that's what the fans' expectations are. You know what I'm saying? That's what the expectations are of him. So
I hear it.
So like,
I fully hear it, man. It's like, of course, like when you come in doing something, like the lifestyle you're living, you're in that vibe, and sometimes that vibe catches. Like that's what people are into. That's what people are fucking with. But then obviously, as that's working out, something else is gonna change. Like that's not gonna be your whole lifestyle. And if it is, then you're a dickhead, innit? Like that's what everyone will say. Someone that's blown up and gone, when you see them catch like minor petty charges, you're like, what are you on, bro? Like you're actually gone. Like you need to pattern up.
So J Hus, Heady, both of them prime examples.
Big facts, like, so everyone expects that to be the trajectory. Let's not get it twisted. Everyone kind of expects it. So within that, I can't really say that man are fake because that's kind of what you would expect. If you're really in the streets, really doing your thing, you've got like a street buzz, and from there you're sick of music, and that kind of shines light on your thing. So then when you start going clear, why would you carry on doing the same shit? Like exactly the same shit. It wouldn't make sense.
I completely agree with you because we see it holistic. We look at it from a holistic approach, the wider. We just look at it from a wider lens, innit?
Yeah, it's true.
What do you say then to the people who literally say, for example,
We back.
So what would you say then to the people who claim that you sold out if you're say you're a K-Trap, someone who's respected, whatever, a CB, and imagine a CB or whoever Lowski started making like pop songs, and you get a lot of people in the youngers, a lot of demographic, you think, rah, like, what are you trying to do? Like, I miss the drill sound, I miss the, like, what do you say to them, man, who think that you sold out if you changed?
Okay, the reality is, if you do that and it slaps off and like your thing is going crazy, no one can really chat to you, innit? No one can actually chat to you. The only time someone can start saying, what are you talking about, is if that didn't work out. So in my opinion, the whole selling out thing is like, you actually have to think for yourself as a person, like individual, the decision I make in this moment is kind of based on me. These guys are going to have their opinion on anything anyway. Like, they actually are always going to have their opinion. And if me doing this betters my life, my family's life, everyone around me's life, and now I'm actually gone out of the stratosphere, sold out, what does that actually even mean? Because when you say sold out, like, it depends on what you mean in it. If you mean sold out in the sense of like
maybe neglecting your core sound.
Okay, cool. In my opinion, I feel that that's a problem. I feel like you should always feed your core. Okay. Because like if no blood goes to the heart, you die.
No, I feel it.
You need to.
That's a saying.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a saying. You need to feed that, but at the same time, you do need to have the flexibility to branch out. Because as a person, you can change. You can do bare different stuff. So you can't be pigeonholed. Like, oh, you're this. You need to do that. Like, you can't let the people do that to you, innit?
Facts.
You just can't.
Alright, big up Nicole Davis here. Big up your thing. Shout out. Type that in on YouTube and follow her. So get her to 5,000 subscribers.
Shout out Nicole.
Big up Nicole here. She asked me a question earlier today. She was like, I'm gonna ask you the same question. She asked me, do you think that artists should develop their sound and modernize their sound based on the lifestyle that they live? E.g., like, do you think now Lowski's out the ends? Lowski ain't in Kennington, he ain't in the hood no more. So if he's in Essex or wherever the hell he's Essex, do you think he should change the sound of his music to fit the lifestyle he's living, or do you think he can still get away with rapping crud and rapping drill, rapping grease? Like,
if I'm honest with you, I feel like every artist is very unique and very individual, and their connection to the people is very unique and individual as well. So, if Lowski pre's his thing, I'm a driller. I came up as a driller. That was what made me blow off. That's what made me pop off. I did some poppy kind of drill-ish vibes, you know, like Cool Kid and
Cool Kid, yeah. I was thinking Cool Kid.
I like that. Anyway.
Cool Kid, I got the block.
And it was working like, so you can kind of sit on that edge. Like realistically, he's not gonna go and start making a feature with like take what do you take that? Take that. Shout out Drake. But like take that. Like, he's not gonna go that pop.
Yeah.
But like he's gonna branch out and do his thing. So realistically, I don't think that he going back to my original point that like it really does depend. Like you can't just say, oh, because he's Lowski, he has to only do this.
Yeah.
Like but at the same time, if he prees that the way I came up was off the drill thing straight. And he knows if I was to do something different that actually will not work or will not connect. Yeah. Why would he do it? And vice versa. If I carried on doing drill when now I know it's not going to connect anymore, why would I? Do you get it? This depends on you have to be flexible. Like.
Prime example, Heady one.
Yeah.
I even forgot. Heads dropped that trash. Do you remember that absolute trash?
Oh, with Fredigan?
Yeah.
I fucked with it though.
I was dead.
I fucked with it. I can't lie.
Obviously.
And shout out in the comments if you like that again. If you like the Fredigan thing.
The point I was going to make, is that, just to branch off what you were saying, is that Heady, he wanted to branch out, he wanted to try a thing, innit? He wanted to literally completely say that he's an artist and try a new thing. Bare people were like, yo bro, let's just stick to what we know, let's go back to things like that. And it's such a, it's to strike the right balance, because Heady's proved that you can do the drill thing or whatever, or stick to appease your core fan base, but try a thing in different areas and your fan base will still F with you, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly, and I think it's important for artists to have that flexibility to do anything. Like man can actually do that thing with Fred again, who's like, what's he kind of like a EDM kind of vibe?
Yeah,
like,
I didn't really get it, bro. I can't lie to you.
And still come back to his main core because he's an artist. He's bare creative. He can try different things, and that's cool. It's just more strings to his bow, really.
A lot of people, people hate people switching up and changing up. Like I feel like there's only a select group of artists that can really say that they never actually changed up.
But what does that even mean anyway?
What does that mean? Because this is what I'm saying. Like, for example, Gigs. We all know Gigs. Big up Gigs. Yeah, even though Gigs fell off, don't get to Gigs actually fell off, but he booted the door down by doing by one genre the whole way through. Like,
and the question is, why would you say he fell off?
Yeah,
because he didn't actually switch.
Because he never actually switched up. See, it's actually so. What does falling off actually mean?
He's a goat, but we know when it's coming. He's a goat. Don't get it twisted. Like, no disrespect at all, but
no, big up him. Big up his
and he's definitely got his core fan base of people that actually really rock with his current thing, the same as the old stuff. Like, but at the same time, him not evolving and changing. That's why he'd say he fell off.
So it begs the question: what are we actually doing this for? Are you doing it for like a bit of clout to say that you never switched up, or are you actually doing it to be the best at what you do, be relevant and make money for your family? Because at the end of the day,
forever,
like literally forever.
Over diamond.
Bro, I'm trying to go from what's that fiery Pokemon called, bro? Charmander. I'm trying to go to Charizard. I'm trying to evolve.
You feel brown head.
That's I got a bean head, and that's it. So you literally got Gigs who maintained his integrity the whole time and never sold out, never made no radio hits and did his thing and amazing. But where is he now? Because obviously we're looking at him now like Gigs kind of fell off, but he's real though, isn't it? Because he's real in the industry. But what's that worth when I'm not even listening to him no more? What's that? So what's it actually worth then? Because I don't get twisted. In my mind, I'm always thinking, yeah, like Gigs is real. He's one of my goats. He always will be.
Yeah.
But like, I don't listen to him no more. So then what? Do you know what I'm saying? So like, clearly I want to listen to shit. I want to listen to people. You feel me?
No, man, I get it, man. I fully get it. Quickly touching back onto the heady thing, like
go on.
Like the product, like you mentioned, like that project he did with Fred again wasn't really slapping off. It didn't really make that much sense. It didn't really connect. Also, you got to remember, like if an artist does a project, the purpose of that project isn't always to just go crazy, because Heady knows his fan base and he knows what makes sense and what works. He knows that because you've seen what he's done in it. Him making that step was more about him than about his art, than about his fan base. You know what I'm saying? More showing his fan base more of what he's on. So like the purpose of that was to show I'm the jiggy guy in it. I can get involved in that. So like I wouldn't really hold it down to him and say, like everything you put out has to be to the standard. Like that's just not how it works, bro.
Actually digging deeper into whether the industry's fake, the point I was thinking of here is that let's look at the drill artists, let's look at the drill industry, or forget all that. Let's look at anyone, bro. 50 Cent, any gangster that you can think of that are really in the streets, King Von, R.I.P. man, all them man there. But like people seem to think that if you're rapping this crud, if you're in this scene, you're in it all day, every day.
No.
And it's not that thing. This is what I got from Lowski's thing here, is that he's trying to make the point that Lowski is him, but it's something that it's not smoke and mirrors, which is I kind of thought he was pushing that a bit too much, but it's real. Don't get it twisted, it's real, but it's not all day every day. They don't be shooting and stabbing people all day. They'll be eating their food. They're eating their food with their family. They then going out with their girlfriend. They then doing this. It's not all day, like as in we've all been involved in mad things at one point in our life. It doesn't mean that we do it all day every day. You know what I'm saying? But this leads on to a very, very to almost like the main, maybe not the main point of the video, but an interesting, a juicy part of the video. Yeah. Juicy. Obviously, Lowski's talking about differentiating real and real, but like a character and everyday life. But what about then the people that basically rap bollocks? Like the people the people that just write shit from the jump.
So it's not even the case of, this is what I used to do, I don't do it no more, but I'm still checking it.
I've never done it.
This has never happened.
Yeah, this is it. It's
pure fiction.
So as in, what do you think about the people, the dons in it, whether it's drill artists, whether it's anything? What do you think about the people that actually just write what they don't live? Sorry to carry on talking here, but me and Kay, we write music in it, and there's a Blade Brown lyric that resonated with me bare. It's, I don't write lyrics, I recite days. Bro, the reason writing comes easy to me, and when me and Kay be churning out songs, is because all you're doing is reflecting on life and real experiences and just putting it to paper.
Trust me.
So there's actually people out there that can really write and rap and stuff that they have not lived, have not done, whether it comes to girls, whether it comes to law, anything. You know what I'm trying to say? Bro.
Do you know what? For me, with this one, there's a big balance to having it. And that is in the sense of like with my music here, I know that I can actually speak things into existence. So that's one side of it.
Okay.
So actually, if I'm saying something that isn't my exact reality right now, I'm actually putting this in there. And no cap, it's happened. Like I've said some shit in a song, time has flown by and it's like, raw, like this is actually mad.
Have you got an example of something that's might not be real now, but you manifested it? Just to try and think. I know what you mean when you say that, by the way, but I'm just trying to think.
Nothing really comes to mind, bro.
I'm trying to think.
Nothing really comes to mind, but like
it would be something harmless, like German or something like that.
Of course, it wouldn't be like, yeah, I chef my man,
splash that down,
and then 2 months later, I'm there with the chef and blood all over me. Raw, like how did that happen? Like, of course, it's never adapting, but it's kind of just like you can put stuff into your lyrics that you want to happen. Like you can actually proclaim it, and it can actually come about.
That's one side of it.
That's one side, but that's very different to
just chatting worse.
Just lies, just lying, just for the attention.
Just lies.
But equally, like that kind of person that's doing that, can you really be onto them? Can you really be onto them? You look at the game that they're in. This is a game of clout and a game of.
I know the industry's fake.
That's what it is. Like, so really, they just play the game. Like, and if you want it enough, you're gonna do what you have to do to get it. And a lot of people have done that. Yeah,
it's actually so true. And the thing, it is, and you have to play the game. And I do get it. Yeah, I think when it comes, you know what? Yeah, when it comes to fake artists, when it comes to people that actually don't live what they rap, whatever that is, whatever the content is. I think there's a difference between art, so actually if you're just rapping and singing or whatever and actually doing the artistic form, and kind of like, where am I going with the other side?
Yeah, no, so, and kind of like, what's selling your art, what makes your art appealing is the realness.
It's the realness, the reality of it.
That's it. It's actually like, what makes me come and see this is me feeling like
the
this
authenticity.
is authentic.
Listen. Oh no, go on, carry on to that.
It's making me feel like this is authentic. And if that is not the case, if it's actually fake and that is the reason people are coming, then unfortunately there's gonna be a time where that gets undone. Or you're just lucky in it, and then that's just your thing in it.
Like I feel like that because we all respect authenticity in it. You know when someone's real. You know when someone's real. Like I can't listen to someone. You know what? I'll say it in my chest. I actually can't. Like I can't listen to someone if they've been exposed as like a. As like a kappa in it, so there's like there's 30. Basically, I'll say it with chest. There's a couple drill rappers I don't actually listen to because I actually rate them artistically. But what's that youth called Fizzler? There's a youth called Fizzler in the drill scene. Man, they ain't really gonna. It's not baiting it, but if you know drill, you know Fizzler. But like, he's like in the scene and like bare people know that he's not on what he actually raps about. As in like he's actually not on it. It's like, apparently it's like universal knowledge that he's just not on it. Right. But like when you look at the comment section of this youth songs or whatever, you've literally got a division. It's quite interesting because bare people are like, we all know this guy's not on it, but then you get some people like, oh yeah, it doesn't matter if they're not on it, just enjoy the music.
Yeah,
and I'm thinking,
that's a good point.
And I get that, but me personally, I can't sit here and listen to a man talk about drillings and shootings and stabbings when but it's known that man's not on it. So then I'm sitting here thinking, I can listen to better artists with good flows. I can listen to better artists with good lyrics. I need some more authenticity to take it to the next level of like. But then again, I'm thinking, damn. It comes back to the realness.
But what if you've already connected to the flows and to the melodies?
Well, they found out.
And then deep down, you know, really, it's not really adapting. Like from what I could gather, because I'm a student of the scene in it, so I'm really listening to some artists in it, and I'm hearing what they're on, and I'm like, okay, cool. So you're being very honest about what you've done, what you've been doing, etc. So, for example, say you're an artist that you've just been selling crow, like you've just been selling big bits of crow, really doing your thing, moving weight of crow. Yeah. And so obviously that comes with bread, like you can actually make a lot of bread. Like, you can chop. Well, obviously that's very, very different to hard food now.
Oh, very.
But then, because then with hard food now comes a different echelon of lyricism and lyrics that you talk about now. So now you're talking more about. Like now you can actually start talking about whipping and start talking about nitties, start talking about like Paula and these things.
Yeah, that's it, Paula.
Like obviously, bro, if you're only shotting big beats of weed, there's no Paula in it.
There's not really
a Paula thing. However, when I'm now hearing these extra things that like more popping artists and people are doing, and I'm hearing it in you, I'm like, I get it because that's what's happening, but And but my mum will tell me you're probably capping.
Were you really whipping in the kitchen? Have you seen Nitties in the band though? You know what I'm saying?
Did that fiend actually die?
Did that? I was like, yeah. You know how many fiends have died in Young Answer songs? Bro? I'm thinking.
I don't know. With them, I say I think it's
with Young Guys, I think it's real. Still, I do think it's real. I'm just thinking, raw. He actually. Oh yeah. Or DB in general. Yeah, pick up them man. The edits, that's keeping it still. I'm keeping that one in there still.
But that actually ties back to what you were saying before, and the point of like, a lot of it is exaggeration, and the point I'm trying to make is that you've done some dirt, innit? People have done dirt, 10% dirt, but because it's entertainment, that 10% is going to multiply to a clean 40-50%. That's just how it works, brother. And there's very few people that they've done the 100%, and all they can do is rap the 100% because that's what they've done, and that's where the real comes from. Outside of that, a lot of it's going to be fabrication because
it's true, man.
Even in something like comedy, right? Like a lot of things that people find funny are real life stories. Like ask any comedian, it's probably 70% real life and 30% sprinkle of the.
And the thing they do in real life, they're gonna be hyperbolizing that. They're gonna be exaggerating.
Trust me, when you're explaining the story, exactly.
Same way in the song.
It's the same. It works the same way, but but I don't know if a line ever has to be drawn. At the end of the day, there's a gone clear artist. He's actually clear now. There's people like white kids in XYZ,
wherever the hell they are,
people that are not on nothing, just cool, chilling, listening, enjoying the music. I don't think it's causing any harm to anyone in it. I think everyone is cut true, but it's just a matter of principle. But like, is the industry fake?
Yeah,
it's show business. It's show business, and let's not ever forget that it's entertainment. Man. It's entertainment. So like, yes, of course, it's fake to a great extent because from literally just like the fabrication of the truth in music to visuals being like mad crazy and mad stuff happening. Of course, it's fake. You get it? Like
everything's actually driven by the fact that it's entertainment.
It's actually entertainment,
and they need to make money. So therefore, they're gonna do the bigger videos,
do whatever you need to do to make money. Sometimes that's buying views, bro. And people, and no one talks about this, but the reality is bare labels buy views, bro.
Bare label and indies as well.
Bare labels buy views. Independent labels, independent people buy views, and the mindset behind it is often like, okay, cool. Like people generally are sheep in it. So when something's popping off, when something's making sense, then people, or at least it looks like it's making sense. Then people gonna jump onto it.
So if they're seeing a song with 200,000 bought views, doesn't matter.
You're more likely gonna click on that than click on my organic 2.5k.
That's what I'm saying.
I haven't even got that. But 2.5k like. It's just more likely, but the reality is like I'd rather how my thing goes in it is I see it as like I'm actually trying to create an actual fan base of people that actually fuck with it and actually like it. So then when I actually do things and like have a performance here, I have a show here, people are actually coming out of their house. Like people are actually going online booking. Oh, I've really and the only way to really build that is, especially with my sound and what I'm on, is to kind of, it's a slow game, bro. We're building. You get it? Like that's just how it's gonna work. Because at the end of the day, if we look at something like drill, for example, drill is like the sound of our time in the UK, right? Because obviously grime was before that. Like if you actually look at the UK, like we're actually quite linear, innit?
Yeah,
like,
very linear.
We have times
very
of
linear,
things that are popping off, and that's not a bad thing.
No, that's not life.
The main reason,
drill.
Big facts. The main reason for that is because, like if the best way I can explain this is to kind of look at America, innit? If you look at America and you look at like England can only ever really be compared to, or should I say the United Kingdom can only really be compared to a singular state in America. We can't even compare countries.
Geographically.
We're talking geographically, but just in general, just because the people, money, everything, like, you can't actually compare them as like that country versus that country. You have to look at it on a state level, right? And if you look at it on a state level, if you look at an individual state, or like an individual place, for example, Atlanta, there's a prominent sound that's taken over in Atlanta.
That Future, Young Thug and all them.
You get it? Like, that's like the sound of that place. You go to New York now, there's a different sound. You go to somewhere else, like, there's a different sound, like, that's prominent around there. That's popping off. So then now when you look at the United Kingdom, how can you actually expect there to be bare different
things popping up. Bro, we're tiny.
Yeah.
Like, we're literally like a state that has a prominent sound right now, which is the drill thing.
Yeah.
And that's it.
And that's it. And the thing is that people are going to capitalize
Actually,
on that.
point I was gonna make.
Well, just to elaborate on that, people are going to capitalize on that sound, real or fake. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
exactly.
Like, man can jump on
That's the point. Yeah, you can now you can capitalize on the sound. Like,
That's what I'm saying.
like now, like it's the buzz. So you make drill music.
Man
It's
will
like
jump on a drill beat, bro.
you get it. It's like, oh,
That's what
that's
I'm
what's
saying.
making sense. Now that's like, it translates a lot easier. So like,
No, it's true. Still, it's actually very, very true. And when it comes to this real and fake stuff, yeah, a lot of people look at lyrics very literally.
yeah, you can't.
And you cannot. So, for example, listen, yeah. How many fights has the average man got? Like, if I say, for example, yeah, I don't condone violence in it. I've never had a fight in my life. So, if say, for example, hypothetically, I bang someone in their face. Yeah.
No kissing, no kissing.
Hypothetically speaking, if I bang someone in the face and it's been a scrap or whatever, if I wrote in a lyric, like claps man down, like punch man down, and or whatever it is, and this and this, it paints a different image to what the reality actually is. It's hard to explain, but
like on one way, yes. So that's that. The way I was deep in it is like, yeah, okay, cool. You had that one fight, and you rapped about it.
Yeah.
What happens when you rap about it 20 times? That one fight.
Yeah.
Are you lying now?
Are you lying?
You actually had one fight, bro.
But man's actually had one fight.
But I'm a creative guy, bro. There's different ways I can talk about it. Man can talk
actually
about the way I
true,
grab these hood. Man can talk about the way I bang them in the eye and I bang them in the nose. Like, I can put that in bare different things. Like, and then now it's like, now there's like, you get it? Now it's like there's bare different like things that come from this one instance. Is that fake?
Is that fake? From say you had one fight, I banged him in his mouth. Yeah, you said you can punch. I punched man in his teeth. I dropped man on the floor in bare songs. Is that fake?
Is it?
Because it's not. But he's man stretching there. And I just elongated that one bit of dirt.
Just you can't elongate the. You can't elongate.
Man, just elongate.
Elongate the
10 years later, yeah, bang man down. So when you do that, yeah, I was 16.
The old works.
Yeah, and that's actually listen. Take that in. Like when you actually listen to lyrics, don't actually think they're really doing what they're actually on 24. Is there more? Not every lyric has to be taken with has to be taken with all the salt. You know what I'm saying? You have to take these things with a pinch of salt. And I feel what Losi's saying. I feel all that, but I think that's a pretty good discussion we got into, you know, bro. You know what I'm saying? I can wrap that up there. Do you feel me?
Hundo.
But yeah, man. Listen, guys. That was the discussion today. We hadn't planned any of this. We literally, my bro literally came around my hand. We wanted the video. We spoke on it. You know what I'm saying? So let me know what you think below. Like, is the industry fake? Is it real? Do you take what people say for flipping law, or are you just in it for the entertainment? What? To be fair, like I said, I prefer authenticity, me personally. Yeah. But everyone's
it's the balance between the two, man.
Striking
the right balance. If it was all just real, like all, niggas would be saying, oh, that's kind of boring.
Yeah, it's actually true. Well, it depends how creative you are. You said, how you can remix the realness.
If you just have to write as you just write,
as you're really there, just really
what actually, it's gonna be like, this is dry.
That's it. But yeah, it's true, man.
Understand, man.
But yeah, listen, man. Thank you all for sticking by that. It's a bit of a longer video today, but you know how it is when you get the collaboration thing. You know what I'm saying? So listen, big up my guest, my brother, my fucking bloodline. What's your socials, man?
NewStyless _ on Insta, NewStyless 1A on Twitter. Go pre that up.
Perfect. Also, NewStyless is with 2 S's, yeah?
Yeah, with two S's
at the end.
Trapville 66. 18th of December.
Done already.
Yeah, man. Have a listen. Let me know what you think.
Well, thank you for sticking by. Like the video. Subscribe if you're new. Follow us on socials. Camex George, NewStyless. And we is out of here, nigga.
Sleddy.
My God. Cheers, my Bruce.